You do actually love to see it though. First my PC crashed, now my OBS. I might have been slightly angry. Ah, wait, I was wondering why why I could like hear my audio in my headphones. Obviously because they're connected to the phone. Yeah, it's fucked. And don't get me straight or don't get me straight. How's that saying? Anyway, it's I don't say that lightly. So am I in? Well, I can't hear it, obviously. Yep. Well, actually, I would need to kind of actually do the. Okay, so it's all good and proper. Let me get my. Let's go here. Huh? What do I need to delete? Trash bin. What? What are those? So 5 important items. You. Oh, those. Okay, you can go. Can you though? You probably can. Ah, don't you love? What's that saying? No, that's saying that song. No, I forgot. Well, reverse. Did I check my resources? Please. Hopefully not. Hopefully though. No, yes it didn't. Yes. Uh, Something like this. Down. Ooh, you're wobbling a lot. And I don't like that. I guess I should do this. Well, I could do this. That doesn't look that good. What about? Nah. What if I do this? No. What if I take you? Are you? Yeah, you're it. What if I slap you here? Gently, of course, gently. Yeah, that's kind of. How does this look now? Kind of. Let me get it. Now I need to do that under. Yeah. Of course it moves. Why wouldn't it move? Would the OBS gods ever give me a easy one out? Of course not. Of course I should lock this, but Yeah, I don't know. Let me on. It's kind of nice with the black borders. I don't mind. It's probably. If someone does mind, hopefully they will address that to me, so I change it or facilitate the needed change. You love to see it. You actually do love to see it when your PC crashes many times in a row. Such a exhilarating feeling. So, yeah, in the future. Resources. Insight. Mountain. Is it actually beast? No way, right? Yeah, it's beast. Fuck. I do not understand the difference, but there's a good chance. I don't know this rate is higher. Do I actually stand a chance? This is the first time I'm I'm battling enemies that are higher level than me. This is gonna probably take a lot longer. Ooh, that's kind of every time I hit it's kind of cold, prepared to be drowned. Ooh, I almost did the same gaffle that I did last time to keep my volume up. My god, I do so little damage. But probably that because I don't have a proper DPS, but no, sorry. I've I've booped you. I'm kind of sorry for that. For the damage. Local damage? No. For the emotional and physical damage that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Well, actually, let me see. Blue. Is it Bluetooth? No, it's not Bluetooth. Wireless. Let's not make fun of people now. Yeah, I don't. Well, fuck, I do need. I was about to say, I don't think I need the numpad, but then goodbye arrows. That most games do need them. This, it's kind of whack though. But I guess I don't need that much. I'm curious what they're doing though. I did see back in the day. Oh, I forgot to put the game. I kind of forgot back in the day there was some Alienware or Predator or something like a PC company that made some big ass laptops, like the ones that you carry like it's a bomb. I do remember even now there was one that did have like a moving box with it that was, I don't know how to say, like the size of a, what would be a good comparison? Like a small kids like car, the one that you like ride around like an actual miniature car. That's an actual miniature or a big car that big. It was a big ass. I don't remember how heavy it was, but it was like a almost incorporated like a normal PC monitor in it. And I remember the specs though, probably some top of the line at that time. I'm curious. Well, they're probably still costing like half of what they cost then, but it's still going to be like what? Let me see. What was it? Was it 10,000 something dollars? One single laptop. And this is like this video like a long, long time ago, so it's probably not very accurate anymore, but you know. I did find the wireless keyboard that Microsoft wireless keyboard that what would be that in dollars, like $2. My cheapskate side of me suddenly jumps and wants to rage out of me now. Sorry. If I've spoke to anyone. Well, I'm kind of alone, so no one was spooked in the process, but um, could be something like this. No, you. Did I? Mm, I might be tweaking anyway. Understand. No, like this is that the. Let me go by like a price. Is that the actual cheapest? Am I the mid maxing gods shine upon me? Wait, when they fucked up? Sort by. Huh. Interesting. It really is the most cheapest. Oh, it's a recording. I was bamboozled for 1 second. I mean, Oh, nice. I don't know. Okay, this might not really be the best alternative. I did get a like wireless mouse. I do intend to get a wireless keyboard. The keyboard is kind of necessary though. My mechanical keyboard is kind of, I don't know how to call it, very heavy duty. It does weigh a fuck ton. Mm, well, what are you though? Well, I'll be back in 2 minutes. That's where. How did you open? I do love when my laptop decides to behave differently. Just move the screen and suddenly popped out the like CD tray. My god. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Back again. Tell a friend. Huh? Is it open? No. Perfect. So, what was. Something like this. Bam. I do kind of miss my clicky mouse. I did test it like right now on stream, and it's extremely silent. It does make no noise, or you need to like actually put it beside your ear, almost in your ear to hear it. Inside, foresight. I do think I'm gonna get copyright striked if I do play that. Let me actually see it. Maybe I can play. I'd be crazy if I could play it. But this is a I'm gonna get copyright striked. Well, actually, like, I was about to say, like, perfunctory too. I'm gonna look at it, but now I'm actually going to look at it. What's the... Huh. Brain work. Okay. So it does work now. Let's see. First, let's get the name of the song. Then ask around, look around to see if it's... It probably is though, so what I'm doing is kind of pointless, but I really want to play it on stream. Wait, right. Yeah, I was playing it to see if it's the correct one. I really don't want to get hit with a copyright streamer copyright streamer hammer, so I'm kind of careful. Yeah, it's copyrighted. Fuck. Really want to... Ah. Oh, I got a follow. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Huh. And thank you for showing me that my my sound for followers does work. Yeah, I do get copyrighted if I do put it on stream. It was Midnight in a Perfect World by DJ Shadow. I do love it, that song though. It's kind of an instrumental, there's not much voicing done in it. But I did kind of put it on repeat like about 1,000 something times. Actually, hours on repeat when I did read like many chapters a day of light novels. Yeah, so I am unfortunately kind of forced. Good afternoon to you also. Yes, doing daily or dailies if you meant that. Or if you meant that if I stream daily, then also yes. I don't know, put a bit more context besides that. Wait, can I? Nah, I can't. I don't have. It's so fucked though. I just now realized that. A very good. Yeah, I am kind of doing my dailies before starting of the like story. I did kind of gather some resources I want to insight my character if you like know reverse 1999, and if you don't know it, that's actually raising the level cap of the character. I did kind of like min-max the game till now, so I'm very early into the story, but I'm kind of slightly overpowered, slightly overpowered. I'm about to get to the level where the end game level cap and the start of the story. I'm not even like in the middle of the story. But I do love being overpowered. I mean, who doesn't? I do know a guy who doesn't like being overpowered. And he did torture himself with going with under level characters and playing with only two, I think, with only one 5-star or one 6-star. So he's a special exception, though. That small half exception, like the CIA guy said. Have you killed anyone? No, but there was kind of like a small exception. It's so funny, though. John Kiriakou. Especially the edits there. They do go crazy on reels. So many fucking stories. I do hope he does find a niche so he can make again money, because I did see in some videos that he's kind of slightly fucked, because if he doesn't make money, he's kind of going to starve. There is no, how do I say this? There is no elderly benefits for him. So he does kind of need to work and work till the. I did think he said that himself. He does need to work to the day he dies. If he doesn't, obviously want to starve. So I do hope he does find his niche and stable life. He does seem like a generally fun guy, but again, that could be an internet persona. But that's kind of hard to like, how they say this, to translate that to so many people, because I did seem like in so many podcasts, so many things, and he does seem to have a constant lead, like a constant rate of behavior. I don't know how to name that. So it doesn't seem to be like an act or a mask or something. It does seem like the guy is genuine. Maybe he does have other facets of his personality that doesn't show on the internet, but I'm kind of astounded that he's actually still. How to explain this? Not okay, because I do have a feeling that many people did go more through more shit than he did, and it still came out okay. Like how stable he is. That's what astounds me. Being in the CIA and probably doing things 100 times dirtier than he ever said on the internet, and still being able to talk, smile, laugh. Well, that does show like human resilience, I guess, and being able to adapt. Yeah, it does show that I was about to contradict myself there for a second, but I did see like on reels a guy that was. It did look like burns from a fire. Like he did have slightly all his face, hands, and probably all his body like mutilated, and that guy was still listening to rap, bopping, and I was like, my god, and that's the level of willpower that the human body can possess. And that's it's scrambling my brain every time I see it. How someone can so strong be. I could never, but I guess I will never be in that position without being actually in that position. So if I ever going to be in that position, I will know if I can or not. But like how I am right now, I could never. To be all burned up and to. Well, that's slightly kind of heavy, so let's skip that. Maybe I will scare away the new chatter, which is hopefully. I was not intending to do that, so hopefully I didn't spook you. Sorry. I don't know, when my mind does wander, it does wander hard, and it's kind of hard to stop my little wisdom hole from speaking. Such rudeness. Hmm. And by the way, this is a very nice gacha though, if you do not know. Again, I'm gonna shield for Reverse 1999. It's one of the few gacha that doesn't like actually have dark patterns that force you to buy gacha to actually enjoy the game. I've added zero money till now, and I did stream it every day for I do think more than a week or something, and I did not once felt like I needed to like charge up, like to pay up money to actually feel like I'm advancing or something like that. Like obviously I did see some nice skins and such, but they're not aggressively advertised or something like that. It was my own initiative that they were pretty that I wanted them. So I do think it's one of the the one of that I do know that has the fewest dark patterns that force you to recharge on gacha every time like you see something pretty and sparkly. And it's not very heavy on the PC, but I guess that's kind of my problem because I do have a potato PC. Well, that's actually just my problem. And that's an astounding story, though. I would guess that if you if you even did ignore the aspect of the gacha, the story is such a nice aspect of it. You could play this game just like a visual novel and ignore the gacha totally. But technically, you could still need to play it to actually progress in the story. You'd still be forced to play the gacha, but not forced to pay, obviously. And I guess what I'm trying to say that I guess if you wanted to be the best, you would need. But again, maybe if you are very, I don't know, hardworking, if you can grind every day for a long period of time, you can probably still get at the top. Excuse me. Without, wait, does the 2 star means that I need to beat it 2 times? Oh, why is it different then? Huh? No, it's gonna force me to look at all the past. Why does it have 2 red stars? Like it's complete and this has only 1 red star. Do I need to beat it again? Yes, I need to beat it again. Huh. That's new. I didn't expect that. This is like the Pokemon double battles. Like, so certainly I do not like when I encounter a double battle in Pokemon, especially in the older version, which I do play when I'm trying to level up one specific Pokemon and I need to battle with my bum ass, like, under level other Pokemons. Try to slime out the other Pokemons. It's kind of hard though. My strategy obviously is kind of focusing on one big Pokemon and then grinding my team if when I do eventually hit a plateau that I cannot advance anymore. And that does slightly trip me up when a double battle is incoming. And actually, honestly, the actual team is actually kicking my ass. Well, that doesn't really happen on normal like Pokemon, but on like ROM hacks, there are like difficulties that it's actually hard. They actually have synergies. What is it, Ultra Violet? Or something like that. I think I did. Ryan did have like an insane difficulty on the hardest. Of course, I don't ever condone doing such activities as roaming games that you do not own. You can, even if you do own it, I do think that's not okay. So, yeah, cough, cough. That's a disclaimer, by the way. It was not clear enough. We all know for who that disclaimer is for, but it's necessary. It's a necessary evil. No, no, no. I'm trying to And fuck, very, very. Do you think this is the thinnest silver like necklace I ever seen? It's like quarter of a millimeter or something like that. Extremely thin. It's probably if I put even the slightest amount of force on it, it's gonna break. It's all tangled up. It's kind of impressive though how they even managed to make the chain links connected. Yeah, I do think like a third of a millimeter or something. Kind of crazy how small it is. Have I made any progress? Worry not. Hmm. I just guess this game it is like 10 times better than like Genshin. Well, obviously not in terms of graphics or anything like that, but in terms of practices. Did it come out like a few, I don't know when, the actual, if you're the most unlucky on a banner, how long you need to kind of pull for a character, and the like minimum was, what was it like? Was it like $5 something or something more or less? But it's still in the very lucky range. Imagine you pulling the like your first pull, the like star of the banner. But the unluckiest was 500 something, I think, or 400 something, 300 something. It doesn't matter if it's more than 100. It's kind of crazy. That's an actual, I don't know, two good games or one extremely expensive AAA game. Can you imagine getting your wallet sucked dry every time a new banner comes out, a new characters, and they do roll out characters very often. I mean, at one point, it was like even on Instagram there was a extremely, aggressive push for Genshin, and there were like how many? I don't know, so many characters that were coming new and new and new and new and new. I can only imagine the waves of green that was like splashing like a tsunami. I'm not defending like Re that hard or glazing it that hard. It's just in comparison, obviously there are two different kind of gachas. I'm not saying they're exactly the same. Especially on a 3D gacha, obviously it's gonna the gacha aspect is gonna be way harder because well they're 3D and it takes 100 times more effort to actually animate make than like Re characters, but it's just kind of 100 times more expensive than zero if you don't pay anything. If you actually need to pay a lot of money to pull. Oh, and I do kind of remember hearing even my like chatter did say that Genshin Tales were horrendous. Actual labor, hard labor you need to do. Huh? No, I don't understand. All or nothing. Wait, that might have been the problem. I need to complete some sort of objective, and I didn't. Good grief. Is grief actually good? What's up with the saying good grief? What I'm thinking, I don't know where the word grief even comes from. It must have like an interesting history. It's, after all, one of the primary human activities that we do all the time. Grief. Grieve. About others, about ourselves. We must have an amazing background. Wait, now that I think about it, and no one is here to judge me. Let me go do a Slate message. And thank you again for the follow. Past chatter that have left. I do appreciate it. I don't know why some people unfollowed. I probably am that boring. Anyway, let's see. I am back. Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Tasks. Complete Act 6. That's kind of nice. What do I need though? Bank. Do I possess? I mean, it's kind of nice, but I don't have those. Yeah, pretty cute. Can I... I was kind of imagining that it was going to be lingering glow, but I don't know how it does look, but the thousandfold fate. That doesn't help me. Let's see, bank, pawn shop, table counter, not you, drop counter. No, still you? No, fragment shop. Yes. Yeah, I'm fucked. I don't like it. Well, I did forget kind of about the wilderness. What is it? Huh? What is it? The wilderness. Oh, here. Ah, that's what those are for. Yeah, so how do I upgrade you? Locked. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Like 3,000. Let me guess. They also use... Yeah, they also use this. What a lucky guy am I, huh? So, cannot upgrade you? Oh, so they're not useless. Huh. Didn't expect that. Edit wilderness. Kind of fun, huh? I didn't expect that though. Oh, I guess I should this here. Hmm, maybe not really. Maybe let's go you. Something like that. I don't mind taking you and putting you. Also taking you. Well, could also take this, right? No. How can we manipulate this? Can we reverse put this? Can. like this. Or something like this. Here's some rocks. Modify angle it like this. Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be probably more. This is perfect here. Oh, it's houses. Fuck. Somewhere around here, I guess. Yeah, I'm out of. I have buildings. Wait, you get drops for putting stuff in it. Placed. So that's there. Decoration. Building Iceland. That's kind of done then. Oh, nice. Ooh. Many people in this stream. Start to get embarrassed. Ooh, those look so nice up close. Did I realize it? Hello, French girl. Ooh, thank you for the bond, 80. Where are the other? Hello, Senator. Did I put Matilda down? I don't remember. No. Hello. Where is the... Oh, I did put Matilda. Hello. No, nothing. Buy, so I need to buy buildings. I don't want to buy buildings. Wait, didn't I have here? I might have been a genius. Might have. Let's actually do this with the logic, really. Simple. So I did have something there relating to the wilderness. So wait, are they actually buildings or building blocks? Like supernatural? They're actually... Oh. Water body? You. Here. No, okay. You do York. Not you do York, you do work. I don't think that's the longest thing I have ever. Voyage beacon. Let's put also on water road. Water body, Iceland. Ooh, lot of water bodies, yes. Let's decorate you. I want the tribunary here. If I do like this. Perfect. Smile Iceland. No, I just said that. Smile Iceland. Let's make it even bigger. Let me actually do this so it does slightly make sense. Okay, thank you. So we surround it with water. On one side at least. Can we do this? We can. So let's make this a forest. No, here. It'd be nice if you could edit them along ground so you rotate them or something like that. And I don't like it there. Go there. That's kind of nice. Age. Age? No. I mean, don't call them that. They'll get mad. And welcome to your stream. I just now realized that the wilderness is actually somewhat useful. Till now I didn't really care for it till I saw that I need to upgrade that in my min-maxing. Well, he did follow though, but I don't know why a lot of people did unfollow suddenly. Which I have a surprise for you though. Somewhat of a surprise though. I did farm a bit before stream for it. Do I surprise so the contrasting becomes even harder when you did the somewhat less intelligent action of doing a hard run of the game. I must bully you all. Where's Matilda? We cannot run and we cannot hide. Well, you might actually be able to hide. Where are you? You might be blind though, so. I'm playing a game. What is all? They sound like a pigeon? Almost. I don't know. I'm using a computer. What else could I be doing? Also for the surprise. I was kind of lying. I was lusting very much after the inside tree on our French girl. And I was like, how would I ever get the materials for it? And it did strike me pretty quick. Oh, by the way, I did farm a million dust. Where is it? Here. Fuck. Here. I did grind a million dust. Well, if they didn't want the players to do that, they would have made them silent. So it'd be like, what game did that? That you can pick up the character, and throw them. I forgot. There was a specific game that you could have a hand from the sky and kind of pick up a character and put it in another place. What? Naturally. Yeah. I love when you don't put context and I need to use my psychic power to read your mind. What 1 weekly? Context. Context. I do really. I wish I did have emotes so I can have an emote with the big ass context on it. So I slap with the context. Yeah, but it's like me saying, "Do you get it?" and then going silent. I hope your existential clues are hard enough so you can read my mind from 100,000 miles away. Let's pretend I understood. Anyway, the surprise is that I was lasting very hard after the inside tree, and I did realize that there is a good There's a good chance I won't get like till chapter 5, 6, 7, to them, like the materials, and then I did the unthinkable. You know what I did? I need to build up. Oh, you're talking about the materials. And it would have been so fucking hard to put materials in the context. So you don't need to write like 10 messages. You don't need to say weekly materials. I know it would be extremely hard and outrageous amount of effort to put the word materials. So even if you didn't connect it correctly and you said like weekly something something materials, I would have still gotten it. Contextual clues would have given me the enough context to understand that. You know what I did? The unthinkable. I did this. Guess what's up? Guess what happens? I can do this. Do you see it? Do you see the glorious? I don't know how my mind didn't, after a few seconds, snap to wait. If I can't inside through my French girl, why can't I inside tree the other character? And I did. I can inside tree her. I did realize that I do have enough materials because of the war room thing with Druvis that did me enough materials. He did give me like two of those and two of those, and I did get one from the crate. So I can inside tree her. Let's go. Deepen Marsha inside. And that's why I did grind like a million dust. So I love the feeling of feeling overpowered. Ooh, this looks nice. This doesn't look very medic friendly, but let's see. Damn, that's gonna go hard. Oh, I thought level. I mean, I don't care. I did inside to my character in chapter 4, so I mean, I'm gonna swag on you. So let's do this. Well, I don't have enough. Well, I'm gonna farm a few. Let's see. But I don't think I have any other way to get them. Ooh, I was kind of lucky. I did farm those to the like last node that I am. I didn't even have. It was like two. I didn't never farm those before. Oh, I didn't expect to get this far. What do you want from me? I don't think I need those. Well, I do like to be like over leveled, to be overpowered, one might say. I might have a slight power trip, one might suggest. Yeah, it's way fun to play this game like this. Unlike like certain someone that just play the game on hard mode. I mean, obviously, I'm also gonna learn the game skillfully when I cannot overpower my enemies. So that's gonna be like in later chapters. Hopefully I don't hit a plateau like next stream, and I need to like grind 3 weeks to progress to the story. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the story normally, so someone doesn't need to leave because of spoilers. Because obviously I still need to continue the story, so guess. Well, I'm not the economy. Why? Why would I care if the economy is stable? I need to have fun. Obviously, that was the intended purpose of the game in the first place. That's a problem for future me. What do you mean? It's not economically stable. No way. Do I need another 2K? Crew. Not you. Not you. Oh, you jump first. No, I forgot. Another 3K. Fuck. I do like she's not first. Well, sometimes, and that depends on what kind of pain. So, only one. What you endured, I don't think is the fun pain that we kind of imagine. If you thought afterward that was fun, then that's a separate thing. You cannot mash them together and say, yeah, that was fun. I do have a feeling it was not fun in the moment. It was fun the memory that you made of that moment. Like how most things do work. I'm pretty happy I did go out today. My nocturnal, my cave opened its entrance to the light once more. And I did get something that I did want to get for a long time. It was a very cheap sleeping mask, but the one that you kind of slide over your head, so light, or maybe it's a constant dark. I did want to get the same one like, I don't know, a year ago, and I'm so mad. Obviously, you get dopamine after doing a hard thing. That's how to say it. I don't like to put hard things on myself. Obviously, the game is gonna get hard in the future to the high levels. Sometimes then justify the means, not always. I can assure you the world would be a very, very different place if always the and just fight the means. Let me see. It's kind of high quality though. Ooh, it's kind of padded. I like this. Yeah, it's nice. Huh. It's very nice. Well, I guess sometimes it's not bad, but not. Yes, that's flew into bed. Let's max level her, and let's show how she does after that. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, friend girl, leave me. Miss me with that. Let's. I was about to say let's fill her up, but context this, please. Don't take me out of context. Done. Me also. Oh my god! If I did know, well, if it was this isn't this hard, this kind of weird economy. If I know it was this rewarding, I guess, to stream, I would have started like fucking 10 years ago. But unfortunately, I'm not time travel, so I cannot. I did see a person on a like random Instagram reel, a person that said that I would like to be like a VTuber, but I'm waiting to make the perfect art. And I did write a small comment like, "You should never wait to be a VTuber." Probably that's a general streaming thing in general. I did kind of write a heartfelt message like, you should never wait to be a VTuber. You should start with whatever fuck ass model you have and gain experience with OBS, with mics, with how to entertain, how to yap for hours on end. And only then you should get a nice art and make that your VTuber. If not, you're gonna regret it 100% of the time. If you do have the perfect art, start going VTubing and then realize, oh shit, it's not syncing properly. Oh shit, my face tracking is ass. Oh shit, I don't know how to speak with the chat. Oh shit, I don't know how to do this, that. Or if you're like a company VTuber. That's the only exception. I think that you would have pretty art and can start from zero, like not knowing nothing and still succeed. If not, you need to gruel and grind. I don't know. I do think it was a lady. I don't know if she did took my advice. Hopefully she did. I did do my piece of warning her. Like I said, if I didn't know about streaming, I would have started like 10 years ago when it was not so hype. Well, I guess VTuber not so hype, but streaming was still was probably. I don't know. I didn't watch. Well, probably I still did watch streamers 10 years ago, but it was through YouTube or something like that. Character level maxed. The end of the road. That was also my thought when I did start streaming. It was gonna be a long period of training, whatever I do. So even if somewhat in the middle I flop, I can restart again. Bam! This time with experience, and it's like a rebirth on cookie clickers or something like that. Not cookie clickers in general. That you do get to a certain level, can rebirth, but you still have the base stats now even better, which is nice. But I do guess I would. Hmm, if I would speak with me, thank you. If I would speak with me like about, I don't know, when I started streaming, I would get one thing wrong about myself, and that would be, I don't know, I'm not as nervous as I thought I was going to speak with people online. Obviously, because I did have like online friends and such, but it was not this detached, I guess. I was having a more closer relationship. I don't think intimate would be the correct word, because you don't actually share intimate things on the, well, if you're not crazy, you don't share intimate things on the internet like with anyone. So, yeah, sorry. A more closer relationship, which is kind of crazy. Unfortunately, as the resident CEO of the current playthrough, I can say figure it out. I mean, that's a problem that future me is got not going to really like. But unfortunately, I'm not future me. I am present me, so I can fuck around and find out, and future me will find out. As we all, what's this? Pandora Wilson. As we all know, you're a successful businesswoman. The crystal prices from the Born Wish workshop have turned heads for years, but more than that, you're a powerful diviner. In fact, I've heard your divination have no proven false. Is that true? I mean, if you speak of the words written in the card, they slip into my merchandise boxes as far as I'm aware, yes. That's astonishing. Even the authoritative applied arcane modern divination theory and method says that instruction that every diviner is prone to error. How have you managed such a feat? Could you share something about your gift with our readers? My apologies, but something of a trade secret. So those little inserts are part of the marketing strategy then. I heard you once posted a challenge. Anyone who could disprove one of your prediction would receive a generous payout. Is that still valid? Yeah, always. I'm sure some readers will be thrilled to hear that. Unfortunately, your products seem in short supply at the moment, an issue we are endeavoring to solve since your magazine has such an impressive readership. I wonder if I might interest you in a collaboration. Let me guess, is there something to do with the crate delivered or additional office this morning? It does. And you must have foreseen my answer already. This kind of would like diviners not be like the best businessmen in the world. They not even need to get up of the couch to know the end of like no. The thing is, if you do kind of see a diviner coming to your negotiation, then you know you're fucked because that means they already did one and now they came to collect their payment. So if you don't see someone to your negotiation, then you need you do need no, you do know you well. Did you lost if actually they did not come? So they did lose in their future, in the predicted future. But the moment, hmm, but you also did lose because you did get not one deal. So yeah, they would be the best businessmen or businesswoman. Okay, let's not prejudice against our French girl here. Oh, I did get those last time. I don't think you're gone. The wool and the maid girl. She does have a very nice accent. I don't think I'm almost done. Well, you did kind of too late. What level are you? Superior level. Oh, I didn't mystical level, so you've been useless anyway. Huh, let's go to a story then. All or nothing. The good news is 10 more moves to go. I should go put that on chat. Is that bad? It still makes me mad that the debate was like it can condense in only 2 sentences. Vertin doesn't kind of take any money of the foundation, and the other side was like, exactly, that's what I meant. And then this, I don't know, maybe there is more profound underlying political vortices that I'm not seeing, but that's kind of a dumbass debate that they did made. I do have a feeling you should have seized one of them. She doesn't respond. I'm only pacing back and forth in the room. Ooh, that's a nice panel. 38 lines go across the board in horizontal and vertical direction, crossing one to another in 361 intersection and all years the stars. Then I didn't know that Go did have 361 intersection. I do know that 306 is a kind of important number in general. I did read Chinese light novels, so I kind of get the meaning. The universal number. It's a nice panel. I do think we do have in chat Madam the Enjoyer. Out yourself out. She seems to have a sudden flash of insight and reaches out one of her hands without being aware of what to do. Nah, I don't know what that is. If it was chess, I would have slightly understood, but this is you lost me. I'd go. A kid level like Go playing game on a GBA like Game Boy Advance beat my ass in Go, so I don't I don't know those moves. You have glasses, so you shall see. I understand. Seems perplexed, but still quickly retrieves the files and starts browsing through them on the chair. The room is complete silence except for the slight noise of flipping pages in the room. Okay. Damn. I mean, I'm not against that, but that's such a low punch to the gut. Too young to be convincing, huh? Let me guess. I don't think I smell underlying motives. Hmm. Is this like a corset? Or just like a stylistic choice? Hmm. It's kind of snatched at the waist, so probably it does. If they did go, but they're not looking like tight, so they're not. They don't have any like pat on them, so it's probably only a stylistic choice. Wow. Would you have guessed that? Wait. Does that mean they have somewhere where they don't get reversed? They're waiting. Oh wait, does the storm only affect like a certain part of the world? Is it not the whole world? Like the whole era? I don't know. I guess we'll know or we'll never know. Only two states. Was this a Schrodinger's result? We'll know. We'll know. If we don't know, we'll guess we'll don't know. I'm slightly following. Let's see. Yeah, of course. Battle. Don't waste such a chance. Hardest mode is it? Press the button. Let's see how does our girl with. Wait, can I? That's barely. Damn. I'm poor as potatoes. Let's see. How does an inside go? Oops, sorry. How does an inside tree level 60 character behave? Well, next round. Yes. We do have a strike. Ooh, 2000. 300 something more than last time. Nice. Well, I guess I did that. Really didn't do as much as I thought. Ooh. Our friend girl still does rock. Possibly. This is a victory you deserve. Thank you. From the ashes. What is this? Oh, yeah. Is it gonna actually give something else at the end? No. From the ashes, be burnt, be torn, be hidden in the corner, then packed by a bird. That sounds very sad fate. I don't know, should they be this happy of fucking verting over? I have a feeling that Vert is not really like a wooden statue type of person, so the group is fully immersed in the joy brought by the collective glory. I have that slightly offensive language. Balderdash. Baron stops it. Wow. With a wag of his hands, he pushes his way through the crowd and comes up to her. Damn. That's a slide. Well, let me get this slightly higher. Sometimes. It's killing me every time though. He instantly frowns. No, Damn, bro, inside so quick. That face changing like the flip of a book. He can help break into laughter. Huh, huh. Oh, come on, brother. You should have used your brain for a single second and do a copy of them, or maybe even not give the original, or maybe have someone from the foundation, like, I don't know, like, forge them from a second piece of, like, from the original one. So if did this happen, you're gonna slap them with this is the copy, even though they may be the original, but context matters and in what order you do that. Oh, excuse me. Bernard takes a deep breath before he starts to talk again. Now you're getting greedy. Then I guess you'll get nothing. That's easy, I guess. I am back again. Shade is back. Yes, Smosh is live. Tell a friend. Raise one eyebrow. Madame Z holds the hand waiting in front of her. Well, I guess this is better. Contact point. Now kiss. I might have been slightly fried. My brain mushed to an old time. That's it. Damn, let's gobble up all of these. How much can we? Nah, we'll not. Some crystal math. Let's also take that. Enlighten, we'll take you. Sorry, not you. Rough silver. Yes, ingot. Perpetual cog. Let me get those off your hands. Also you. Also you. All tickets. Okay, let's get also you of those hands. And I do think it's done. Now all the currencies are out. Wilderness shells. Also, it's not all of them. Wait, those don't have like. Understood. 19. 10. No, it's not worth it. Those are. Wait. I know, friend girl. Now I. What is this? Yes. Level up. Okay, let me. The Panopticon. Then let's see. Do I get a. How quick I'm gonna get that? I don't know. I do have one here. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm not seeing that anytime soon, am I? Is it though? Did I take it? I must have. Or is it really close and I don't see it? No, I took it. Tough luck, I guess. Wait, I don't have something here. Oh, it's the. Yeah, this. What would you like to hear today? My range extends far now much more further than before. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I guess I'm done here. Let's say contact points. Friendship first, my friend. Like the other days, Constantine is by her desk today. Then something's up. The light in the room stays off. She has her back to the door, facing the window. Daylight slowly penetrating into a dark room through the rigid marble window. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I want to make myself a coffee. Not you. Then it's kind of much. I could do that in 2 minutes. I'll be back in 5. Bye bye. Welcome back to me. I did actually kind of almost take 5 minutes, I think. That was kind of like a, let's say, a small mistake. I did take one of those pods and put it back in. I did make like a water coffee. Then I realized that I was not actually making coffee, I was making water-colored, well, and tasting coffee. Then I did put a new pad and where I did get my energy juice. That would have been embarrassing if someone was on. Well, I guess there is the VOD, but who goes? Oh, I got the jump scare. Fuck. Who goes there and watches VODs? Right, chat? Well, I do for my Oshi, but she has her back to the door, facing the window. Daylight slowly penetrating the dark room through the rigid marble windows. Six? Hopefully I didn't break anything. No, don't. Then back to face the window. Man growls. Oh wait, I did forget to bring that up. Don't play mind games. I have a slight feeling you know why. She's playing mind games, chat. This is a nose piercing level of crazy. Is Bernard? Lobby, obviously. I need to rewrite my internal voices, my internal mind voices for female characters and male characters. Fuck. Oh, come on, I expected more of a serve than actually bouncing a few, like tennis balls on the table. We're just like Arcanum ping pong with Arcanum skills. Special friendship prevails all. Our teammates aren't in ideal condition, thus unable to fight properly. Please watch out for our guardian elves. So I need to protect them. Well, they will be kind of protected with our Marsha. No, yes, good. I thought for a second it was not going to apply to the elf. It is kind of one though, right? I mean, if I constantly shield him and they constantly do damage. Precast buff. buff, and let's do some vision and to burst their bubbles, let's say like that. So can we manipulate this somehow? We can do this. No, I can't do that. I can do this, but how I'm going to... And I did find a naughty bot. Let me ban him. You're done. Okay, so back to it. Back on the business. Can I actually keep it? Or do I need to... Oh, I can keep it. Wait! These also have stars, so you can probably combine them. Fuck! I didn't realize that. You, and you. I'm curious, are they gonna take actually multiple damages? Ah, only one. Pity, unfortunately. Today has been a great day. Overall, outside of life and in stream. I think it's the first time that I got, like, my... You, dear sir, you, dear sir, you, dear sir, and you, dear sir. Yes, I do think I got the most viewers I ever got, like, in a stream. Which, I'm not going to disclose the number, I'm private like that. But I do like it. Have I completed? No, I don't think I completed the... I forgot the name of it. I probably look at after stream. The one for, you need to get the emotes. Let's see. Half duty. Can I? No, so I cannot. Pity. It's such a pity. Anyway, debuff. Can I? No, I thought if I could heal the enemies, I wanted to attack them longer. Map. I get jumpscare again. Nice panel. She nimbly picks up the white ball and bows. Madam strikes, the little ball flies over the net extremely low parabola and goes into the unguarded corner on the table. Cass turns her body to one side, trying the ball too confidently. Yeah, indeed. It is kind of a nice panel, though. I do know Mayoshi is streaming. I did find that out, like, about half an hour ago or something. Ah, it's so nice to get after stream to jump right into Mayoshi. Wait, that's something wrong. To jump right into Mayoshi stream. Tell me more. Ooh, damn. It's kind of a nice 3D animation. Huh. I would expect to be more arcanum involved, I don't know. Maybe like body strengthening arcanum or something like that? Nah, I don't believe for a second that's possible. And obviously, I did see a very interesting real. Well, real. I don't know where I did see it. Is that a deal is better than no deal, meaning that you should get what you get, even though it may not be the most favorable in your option. And it's obviously impossible to have one that everyone's universally agrees on. What is she gonna tie this to the banana dude to create like a triangle alliance? Ooh, I've missed you. A few clerks stop and watch by the table. The game's about to start. Violence? Of course, violence. Why wouldn't it be violence? Yeah, I just realized that the three like represent the three insights, two insights, one insight. It's kind of funny how the story always someone goes by your side and straight to battle, so it's just violence. But I guess that does keep. Yes, indeed. I mean, how nice. I know I get what 2000, yeah, 2000 shield every round. It's just kind of nice. I did wish that I would have like inside trade my French girl. Should have like shredded to the enemies, but unfortunately she does have like a different items than I possess. Which is well, obviously I will inside trade her at one point, right? But I would have liked to be now. Well, I guess I'm also greedy, so I am chapter 4 already inside 3. Level 60 characters. Wouldn't it? Even Marsha, I do think her name Marsha. is inside like 3 level 60 is kind of underwhelming. I expected, well, obviously I expected something like an upscale of the inside 2, but that's kind of my skewed perception. It did kind of get a big jump from inside to 1 to inside 2 because it was 10 levels plus higher, but it's not that big from inside 2 to inside 3. The battles do get longer, though. I did observe that. Especially, I did battle this. Wait, I did battle inside 3 enemies with my inside 2 when I didn't have inside 3 trigger. Where was it? New resources, dust? No, dust. You. No, where was it? Nah, I don't remember what it was more. I did beat like inside 3 enemies with inside 2 enemies, inside 2 teammates. I want this orange. Give me the orange. No, give me the orange, yes. Thank you. I just did use all my these, and I'm kind of like almost bought everything besides the thing that you cannot. We do have you do have purchase limit of those, so I'll probably get those and those only to be left. So I buy them like at the end of the campaign when I do have everything. I'll buy dust or something. Is it inside? No, still inside too. Yes. Ping pong. Holy delay. Twitch is kind of shafting me right now with the delay. It's like, what? Damn, it's like 20 seconds or something. It's so noisy. Imitation show. Motherfucker. Also, aerodynamics. Nice. It's kind of hard to understand who I am now in the perspective. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, and what's the personal shot? Well, condolences. Rest in peace to your Wi-Fi. Let's see. Yeah, but I was not referring like to the extra thing you get after insight. I was referring like stats wise. Is she not like shredding? Well, obviously at your stage it's not shredding anything, but at my stage, I do think should have shredded way more enemies. Till I would have kind of come to a median that, like in the game, that I was not overpowered at all and just I don't know scraping by. Oh, come on! Can a man not dream? Okay, so she's really that underwhelming. Okay, so maybe that may not be much. So is it... Wait, is that jump for all characters that underclimactic? The most extreme jump I've seen, well, maybe because I was kind of like beating inside one enemy's level 15 with the inside two characters level 50. So maybe that was somewhat of a dramatic like jump in levels from me, but not for the enemies. I would have expected more damage from her. But I guess if she did more damage, they would need to scale the enemies to also have more health, and that would have shot up the time that the battle takes. So I guess that's kind of okay if they do keep the enemy health low enough so she does less damage, but still an average time of the battle is not outrageous like 15 minutes, like a 20, like half an hour, like a match of league. Okay, so it's not that powerful. Understood. Well, not powerful at your stage. Now that you're here and not gone, where can you get her Psycube? Is it like banner limited time event that you need to wait to roll out again? I did search for it and it doesn't seem to be. I didn't think I saw it. So you need to buy the. It's like a pack that you buy her Psycube or something. Yeah. What's this yapping in my ear? When the first homoid picked up a coconut and threw it in the sky and caught it and threw it in the and threw it and caught it and threw it again when she felt joy and yelped, she ever thought of the future? Brother, you're yapping. Wait, really? Uh, so I need to do like 20. I do have 7 out of 20. Is it guaranteed, or I don't know how does that work? It's my first time when I did the worm thing. I'm still doing it obviously, but can I pick and choose, or it's gonna be like it's gonna get what you need? Ooh, that's a very meaty laugh. How did you do it? Ha 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 ha! No, I can do it. The first ha ha ha. The first, I don't know, third of the laugh is kind of hard. Yeah, I did kind of imagine that. It would have been like a normal gacha game if they did that. But I still kind of didn't see it. I did look for it. Yeah, it's kind of meaty. I can't really replicate it. The first, I can the last half, but the first half, I need way more bass in my voice to go ha ha ha, and then have a way sharper tone, like mid tone, I guess I should say like that. But what do I know? I'm just a. I will check. Hopefully there is then or not. Wait, if I do this, wait, I might, I must. If I do this, wait, I must. Ah, no, shut up. What's my... Ah, I did check now. Something now is that I did see my Oshi's like live stream notification. went live. I just realized that your background, like your wallpaper, your banner on Twitch, is also the thing you see when you go like a notification, like you're on phone. That's nice. I was curious how they did that. And let me go back to mod. Nice. Let's go. What matters more? Oh, okay. Well, yes. I'm curious. Have you ever seen like how vocal cords look? I did see them, and it's huh. You should search it. It's somewhat cursed, but I guess if you ever did biogen look inside a person, you would not see it as that cursed. It does remind me of a penguin's mouth. If yeah, have you ever seen like how they looked? Now that we are on the topic of voice, you should look. slight, slight disclaimer, slight warning. I know it's kind of if you don't know how a penguin's inside of the mouth looks like, it's somewhat like that. Somewhat like that. Maybe. Uh, I was kind of shocked the first time I see it, and I was like, I still kind of can wrap my hand around it. I probably did watch a video or short or something of explaining how voice is actually produced, but I maybe have forgotten it. Huh, that's cute. No, come on! Would have killen you to give me one. Yeah, I also kind of default to that when I don't know, I have an anatomical process in my mind that doesn't make sense in my mind. Like, what do you mean some, I don't know, some ridged, like, bit of flesh suddenly makes sound when it vibrates and you can, like, manipulate that to make sounds? It doesn't really make sense. So it will default to, like, the violin strings and I'm like, ah, that makes sense. Even though it doesn't. Even though it technically is the still principle, even with the like violin strings, like how that's what my one point with the uh, it does revert back to that, and I somewhat understand it like that, but that's actually how sound is produced. So it's not really wrong, but not humanly correct. Echoes in the dark. No, we're speaking about sounds. The sentence falls down in a cave and breaks to countless words. Ooh, bars. Foundation. Ooh, who's this diva? I do feel she's slightly mean after her mug. She's mean mugging me. Constantine sitting behind the rostrum looks up. She takes off her reading glasses, closes the book in her hand. So, how is it? Explain it to me in simple terms. What do you mean, honestly, very? Is it very sus or something like that? Looking after how the vocal cords did look, I imagine it's. If it was on YouTube, let's just say that YouTube a few years ago was slightly crazier. There were some crazy videos on YouTube a few years ago. I know. A friend said that to me. Wait, if it If it is on YouTube, how is it flagged? I don't stay on YouTube that much. Well, my guess. Oh, it just flagged though. I thought it was some new YouTube bullshit, like I don't know, a banner in the corner of the video saying that this is not for, like how in games they put the like plus 18 on the front of the game. Ah man, I missed getting I missed getting I missed going into a shop or something and getting like a physical copy of a game. And the game actually being on the desk, all of it, or maybe even with a 2 CD like game with one DLC on one. I would like to also see like an internal like camera dome that goes into your body to watch close how they vibrate. I'm curious how. Probably it does kind of create a resonances in the mouth chamber that actually. Well, I guess that's how sound is produced. So probably that's how. Well, technically, if you do go and you kind of, if you imagine your hand like a finger and going up and down, you can kind of create a waving motion, and that's how it's vibrating. Like, I do think you can only hear it on your end. Probably microphone distortion does kind of gap the sound in one coherent sound, but on yourself, if you when you do that, you kind of hear the, well, maybe you can hear it. I don't know how to explain it. You can hear it like the highs and lows of the when you speak, especially when you make a constant sound like you hear it, which is kind of crazy though. You can hear your own peaks and lows of vibrating. Hopefully that this doesn't get taken out of context. You're gonna lose, Constantine. She had a complicated look on her face. And it is genuinely fascinating. Damn! 7 hours! What is this? What do you mean 7 hours speech? She smiled, surprised. Do you mean she's gonna actually go like 24 hours or some bull like that? Oh shit! Are they gonna do like 7 hours Z, 7 hour cat, and then the that dude another 7 hours and gonna like continue like that? Can you imagine actually yapping 7 hours about a boring ass topic like regulation? Like going like I don't know how I would imagine like 7 hours of Madam Z going like if you look at section 1, paragraph 3 to 5, you can see a difference from the first draft of the I don't know the rule that says that if anyone with arcane skills can shall regulate the human in an extreme case of violence, they should not, and going like 7 hours. I imagine that like exactly dog new. I would record that and put it to go to sleep. No, is this kind of again a universally human experience. In school, I do think there is one professor who has a very magical voice that they dictate the lecture in such a way that is the most attracting lullaby on the fucking face of the planet. So when you actually listen, make the thing with the hand when you kind of rest your head on the hand and slightly close your eyes. Their voice like combines with the atmosphere so well that they put you right to sleep. I did have a few teachers like that. I can literally, man, if I did have like recordings, if I was smart enough to record them, I would not have insomnia or any sleep anxiety. I would go straight to sleep. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think Madame Z in this context would take even any question, because what if some assholes go, "Why are you taking so long?" and kind of pressuring her into a dead end? So she's gonna yap and 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 not taking any question till the end of the 7 hours. Then it's gonna be like cats turning the same bull. It's gonna happen. Constant in size. Well, that's a kind of intelligent strategy. That the, how to say, the foolproof way of doing that. Is it now? No, I do think it's gonna be a close shave and win. If that dude can get like, I don't know how many votes they need. Like if they can get like 10 votes and it's one over the this mug face, or 11 votes and it's, do you 2/3? Someone trots over from the doorway. She comes up to them. She bends over so that only Constantine can hear him. Wait, is that what Madame C waited for? So the president did come back? I do want to see the president. Hopefully, it's not some shadow ass figure, so I can actually see his face. It's been over a year since they last met. Constantine quickly trots along the hallway. The window is clear enough to give reflection. She stops and fixes her collar. Yeah, but 2/3, it may not be much, but even if they win by 1 vote extra, that does show that there is enough support to be an actual legitimate cause. It doesn't matter if it doesn't passes. So it doesn't become like a dead topic that no one can bring it up again. Like how she said, the door is left half open. You want to see his. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I didn't want to be a shadowy ass figure. Yes, wow, the highest rank. It does look like a wizard though. I don't know why I feel that. Bro does have a lot of worry in his voice. What do you mean nothing to worry about? He gives Constantine a small wave in the shadow. Yeah, of course. She walks up to him. What, it's gonna be an assassination attempt? What? Constantine nods and bends over to listen. The shadow of the president casts on her. The rusty fable word that differs to catch, but the meaning of every word makes her wide open out of shock. Oh, I thought it's gonna be a. How they obviously fuck me over and kind of skip over the text. Hmm. I guess he wouldn't be overwhelmingly more smart than Constantine or Madame Z, but I do have a feeling he. Did you watch Bleach? So I make a so I can make an apt comparison. Hopefully, you did watch Bleach. I could compare him. I can compare him with Urahara. I don't think Urahara is. Let's say I don't think Aizen is that much smarter than Urahara, but Urahara's with it. Yeah, so I'm kind of fucked. Do you know who Urahara is? Did I spoil you? Unfortunately, it's the shopkeep owner with that bucket hat, our favorite human resident. Damn, you haven't watched Pick. Yeah, probably I would say um, he does have a similar level with Aizen, another smart villain in the story. But Urahara's deal is that he's so crafty. He does have 1,001 plans, and I don't think he ever let his arrogance like have command over his action. Even if he may have been in the absolute position of winning or absolute position of advantage, who never let his like. Yeah, exactly. I do think. I don't imagine the president is overwhelmingly more intelligent like Eisen or someone like that than the Foundation, but I do have a feeling. I don't know, the vibe gives me 1,001 plans in the sleeve. I have one ace, two aces, three aces, and keep them coming. 101 aces on the sleeve. Yeah, that does kind of go to the end of the story. Urahara does whatever to win till the end of the story. And I was about to spoil you, but you are not very spoiler friendly, so I'm not gonna say it. About Bleach. He slowly resumed standing, retreats a few steps, and almost falls on the floor. Yeah, I do mean like the smarter villain, I would say, than Urahara. Still got sealed and then beaten. Indeed, I kind of also outgrew my watching. I don't know how many episodes I could like peak watch in a day, and yeah, indeed, the reading is way more efficient. But I, I have a thing I might have slightly overdone also reading, so I did kind of take a pause from reading. Yeah, kind of even the main. I would consider him the main villain besides the, let's say, the highest villain. There are two. Is the main villain the highest villain of the story? We're talking about the main villain, Aizen. I do think he was considerably more smarter than Urahara, but the problem is, even if he was more smarter than him, he did get his ego and arrogance getting in every step of the way. He didn't consider one person, even the god of that world, like his equal. I mean, I guess there is that famous quote of Urahara Aizen with he wants to stand on the throne of the sky, something like that. Like he didn't consider anyone on the same level as him, and that did kind of like slightly might have pushed him towards defeat. Because even though he was intelligent, he didn't never consider someone stronger than him, so he never prepared contingency that in case someone was stronger than him, Urahara does have 1,000 million plans if someone is stronger than him. Even if theoretically he would be the strongest person in the realm, he would still make contingency if someone someday, somehow, in an impossible way, became just slightly stronger than him. He would have 1,000 plans in place. Aizen would have even one. He would be arrogant enough to think that if someone did become more stronger than him, then he could, I don't know, just beat them somehow. So yeah, arrogance did a number on him. Ooh, I did the apple lot. Let's go back to. Ooh, now that I hear his voice. Well, the something king, the Soul King, if you is a Soul King, the god of that world, did end up dying, but not well technically by Aizen's design, but not by Aizen's hand. By I'm not gonna spoil it because that's actually like a big ass spoiler of the. I'm gonna incite you if you want to know it. Go watch it. I mean, it's a very nice story, the anime. Yeah, he did actually kind of orchestrate the killing of a king, but that's actually not spoiling. Let's say that the Soul King didn't actually put much resistance or any at all, because Bro did have like the Almighty, which does again that's not spoiled. That's how the power works. He can see all future and choose what future he likes to manifest. And his Almighty does have like 4 eyes, which would imply it's not canon, but like the highest villain does have the same power, but only 3 eyes. The Soul King does have that with 4 eyes, which does kind of imply that he can see all future of the human world, Hueco Mundo, the Hallows place, and the Soul Society, where like the Soul Plane, where every soul resides, and the Hell, which is outside of the 3 planes. And the power is that you can actually see the future, not actually see it, and then choose which future you want to happen. So yeah, he didn't actually put any resistance in dying. I have a feeling he actually helped Aizen to kill himself. And that's probably gonna demonetize me on YouTube. But anyway, it's only a VOD. There's not gonna be many people watching it. She supports herself by the file cabinet. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It's very. I wish they, I don't know, Twitch or someone like that did have like in-page gifs so I could spam you. It's not really ever like brought up. Like, don't imagine it's kind of they are playing with the timeline or something like that. What do you mean there is a benefit to this? Imagine you can see all possibilities in the world and you like one and you choose that one and it becomes reality. And you can do that over and over again. So you can create your reality that you like. That's kind of the god of the Bleach world. And he did let himself be like killed because he saw all possible outcomes of how that would turn out, and he chose the one that was less likely, obviously, to destroy the world. What do you do if you think you refer to that like horror? That's the Soul King. What the Soul King is the thing, and he let himself. He does have the power to view all reality. Like he did let himself be like peacefully ascended. Let's put it like that. Don't want to charge my video with red flags. Ascend. Yeah, but we actually don't get like to actually see what would be in like an end bend, like ending or something like that. We just know that he did choose that line of timeline that wanted to happen. We just kind of bring a very somber realization if you watch Bleach because technically that's you don't really have you have free will in Bleach, but you have free will only in the scenario the Soul King allowed you to have it. So if the Soul King didn't allow you to breathe, you would have not have air. But that's the thing. It's not really. It's kind of cosmic horror because you are kind of premeditated, like all your action. But at the same time, it's not really you as a person. It's like the whole reality. It's on one specific line that must follow. So you as a singular, unique thing can't really affect that much. For obviously not the MC, but if you're like a normal person, that tool that will not affect you at all. You could do all things in your will. It couldn't affect the reality, so it will not affect the stability of it. So the Soul King would not smite you out of existence, obviously. But again, he would not need to smite you out of existence. He could have chosen a future where you suddenly, I don't know, change your mind about doing something that could affect reality, and then it would have been done and dusted. She supports herself by the file cabinet. You should try. I'm gonna do a shameless plug. You should try Infinite Mind Apocalypse. At least I don't know, 20 chapters. I'm trying to put them on, and imagine just the story ends at the 3,000 chapters. There's no like ending to it. It's like an open end to your imagination. I guess I would recommend Infinite Mind Apocalypse and Paragon of Sin. Again, it's a very at the start a very gruesome light novel, but then becomes very nice, like with all the power system and such, which is very refined. What other line novel would I recommend? Um, I do think, yeah. Don't hit me with the normie. Is there a manga version? I don't think there's a manga version. It'd be slightly. I don't think they would. Oh, and reverse instantly, like Feng Yuan. I don't know. Let me actually look. But I don't think you're lucky. I expected you to be more unique, homie. Well, I guess I. What? Well, there is for the wait. There is one manga from which is very nice. I kind of forgot. That's why how I even got to like the blind novel. I did read the manga, but it's kind of gruesome. I don't know if you would like that, so that's a small caveat. I'm gonna write in chat. Wait a bit to actually find it, like correctly find it. But no, I do have an app like what was it? It's not dumb or boring, but it's let's just say it's slightly dark. That's I'm gonna give you the caveat. Do you have Ainomi or what the fuck was the name for the anime and manga? Oh, it's also not. Well, translation I don't remember anymore. My brain is psychic damage from machine translated like line novel, so I cannot say it. It's reversed instant rating the name. But let me actually find it. I don't know if that's the title. I read it a long time ago. It does have the main character like Feng Yuan, so yeah, I did write that wrong. Let me actually put the name in chat. Wait, wait, I have a phone. I can just copy paste it. Why must I? Why must I suffer myself? Yeah, it's not the only weird there. Did it actually scramble my brain? Only 2 chapters? I'm a poison tester, brother. It's something that I can say with proud insanity that I've read probably tens of thousands of chapters like light novel translated with MTL, and I have no words. It done irreversible damage to my psyche. If I did have a soul, to be in fucking tatters, to be holes gaping. This is the title for that. I guess I can tolerate. Uh, I don't think I could ever tolerate like manga or manhwa badly translated, because I would see like the action in the translation. I'd be like, that's what? That's not what they did there. What do you mean desperation? Imagine if I couldn't anything that was already translated or they got hit with MCAs. No, the other one. Uh, with the copyright bullshit that they were kind of illegally translated or something like that, and they were kind of shut down. Everything good was dead or was dying. You know, it was either dead or in process of dying. So you'd actually have not one good piece of light novel to read, and you literally stare at the walls. So you'd make one hard decision after another. You find the Chinese MTL site, you read and like, what's this cultivation with my cheat skill? And you're like, Now we're talking the meme cat that stares with the paw on its like face and how goes, And you read it and you're like, this is shit. Then you find a better quality and you're like, this is still shit, but it's better. And then you do that and you're, I don't know, 5 years into reading MTLs and you're like, damn, I might have been dropped in the head as a child to actually start this. And that's how it goes. I do think it does have nice, like, art. Inverted insanity. Fuck, I did say that as reverse instantly again. Damn, does it have a remake? No, let me check. Is there a remake? I might have actually. Ooh. I do think I've read the like original and it was nice. Okay, fine. You got me all hyped up. Wait, let me actually see it. I'll also see it. Remake. No, I don't want to see this manga. Nah, nah. It looks okay. I do think the OG is actually more nice. Do they have a Patreon? They have a Patreon. Damn, didn't realize that. No, I do think the OG is kind of nice. I do like the Feng Yuan's like cold demeanor more. It does kind of look washed on the. Maybe they'll have actually nicer art, but I doubt it will be any better than the first one. And it does have a kind of a nice power system. It's the like Go system. If you don't really know Chinese stuff, it's actually like actually I'm gonna let you read. If you don't like it, then I'm gonna yap for nothing. But if you're not gonna like Chinese tropes, well, we'll see. I mean, you're not going to actually drop unconscious if you read 2 chapters and you don't like them, so that's nice. At least I'm gonna shield for my favorite series over and over again till the end of time. Oh, another thing I wish I do think I wish more than anything if I could have a great. Sorry, ni hao. Uh, that's nice then. Damn, even nicer. So I can hit you with the. What was it? Ni hao. Anyway, yeah, I do read a lot of Chinese light novels, so when I do mean a lot, well, it doesn't matter how it's spelled, it's the meaning matters. How you meant it. Yeah, by the way, that doesn't change anything. I'm still not sure if you're gonna like Chinese tropes. It doesn't really matter if you're 100% Chinese. I have a feeling that Chinese tropes in. Do you still retain it? I did also kind of learn how to speak Italian, and then I not spoken it for a few years, and like it wiped from my memory. So I only know English. Well, obviously, the same with French. I did know a bit of French, and then it got wiped at. Wait, do you hate the meaning of the language, or actually need to grind out Mandarin the way you said it? Come on, don't generalize. What do you hate about it? I don't imagine all your memories with it were bad. And if you were, I'm sorry. I could see that happening. Like if we need to, let's just say that I look at people studying Chinese and I look at other languages. I'm glad there are other languages besides Chinese. And I'm sorry for your 12 ills. Hopefully, you heal. Yeah. So, are you familiar with Chinese tropes in general? I don't know if the light novel tropes are kind of like heavier on the how do I say that? I'm trying to exaggerate them. Let's put it like that. But there are many. I don't know how many there are in the reverse insanity though. Damn. I should damn Twitch really put where I could put tags on you. So I could put your big NPC tag. And she did. Did she step back, or you're ignored? Paid you, or you paid old? Well, if you did say, oh, you just now unlocked. No, not really unlocked because I would have. I do like the DAO a lot though. If one thing I take for all the tens of thousands of chapters of light novels I have read, and how many videos I did look about weird stuff. I do one thing. Well, obviously it does have the like two branches, right? The Dao and the Tao. I do. I do love the concept in general, though. But I'm probably gonna be very. I do have an interpretation of it which is very based towards my like liking of things, so it's probably not very orthodox. No, I did kind of read the when you said the Dao, it like activating like a sleeper engine in my mind. The Dao. Enlightenment. Why did I get melancholic all of a sudden? I don't know, in my chest, a ball of. Uh, you hate to see it. The beautiful game doesn't play out as destiny. Not Dao sector or anything like that. The concept of Dao, though. I know it's a very Chinese word. The transformation of all things, the flow of all things. The Dao that is spoken is not the Dao. Anyway, I do like it very much. Because it does kind of represent a very. I guess it does represent a very different side of. How do I explain this? I would consider the Dao, like the concept of it, the same level as I don't know, believing in a very specific God or something like that, like an overarching something that is bigger than anything and encompasses everything. But the Dao is more like the process of that thing, like the transformation of all things. And I know it brings me like it reminds me of how much cultivation I have read, like worrying amounts of cultivation. I did probably at one point or another just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot about to say. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just a silly streamer. Yeah, but not really be like I cannot consider myself actually following any orthodox form of Taoism, so I'm not there to tell myself I'm a Taoist. That kind of take training, deputation, and a lot of how this is a lot of legitimacy of actually doing that. I guess I can't really do that. So I would consider myself a wandering Taoist. Yeah, exactly. But I just say that with my knowledge, the people that are Orthodox, like actual Taoists, like priests, would consider me like a rogue, a very rogue person. So I would say I do like the mindset, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, it does bring how do I say this? A lot of less worries when you think like that, which I do like. It does. It's kind of a unique thing regarding like mentality that not many do possess, like mindsets. Can I? Huh, how do I do this? Well, I can. I just need to do this. Hmm. I could take a wild guess and imagine that when you do have slightly a bigger like emperor above your head, you don't really have time. Well, hmm, let's not put it. They do come after like in modern, slightly modern time. There was a lot of heavy internal wars with themselves, so it's not really. At least at history stuff, I did can forget a lot of them, but it's newer times. They're a lot more peaceful. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, and to your previous comment, I do kind of so Daoism is like no, don't touch nature too much. Yeah, but I do think at one point you need to either have two mindset shifts. One is that you view yourself as part of nature, so as part of Tao, or you try to be outside of it. And I guess you would fall into the second category if you do think like you shouldn't mess with nature, like break or try to alter the flow of things. It's also a view. I guess like, another thing that I do love about Taoism is that you don't really need to have a stern, I guess, a stern mindset about it. Like, there's not one Taoism that you must believe that Tao is everything and you must revere it. And I don't know, you can, but it's not forced upon your throat. Well, I guess it maybe in some place it is, but it's kind of a free place here where I live. Yeah, it was kind of crazy when you hear like generals going with 100,000 armies to battle. Yeah, I guess they did have. Well, but most of those armies was. I did say this. I did yap about this a few. They were kind of mostly fodder, like farmers and people, like random people. You're kind of like logged into the lobby the moment you stepped inside of an army officer. But the core of the army was like actual soldiers, trained soldiers. What about the Dao? Yeah, that's another thing that. Well, I don't think it will get me banned if I talk about religion. There are two different like major facets of believing in something. Whatever you believe in, well, in a process like transformation, like Tao, or uh, how do I explain this? Yeah, most pantheons do kind of that, do kind of infer like that, that the world was created by us to rule by us. No, I didn't say that right. The world was created by us to be ruled by us, by our, I don't know, descendants or something like that. I don't know, I kind of read some materials on Buddhism, which I also do like, about the stuff. Hmm. I guess I also like kind of Indian side of religion. It does bring a new facet of not always looking at things very one-sided, like you are gonna do this and this is gonna happen 100% of the time. And with Buddhism, it's more life is a process that you must go through to get better on the other side. Well, that's what I got after reading very few Buddhists, like media, I guess, but not like reels or something like that. I don't think I did some reviews about the text of Buddhism. Maybe I should read more. Well, probably is better to be informed. Yeah, also do see it like that. But again, that's again a very hard topic because a lot of people will see the world in a lot of lenses. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to imagine how can you. Well, I guess back then it was how to say it, you need to have a certain amount of wealth to believe in gods. That sounds so fucked up. I mean, if you're a peasant, you didn't really have time, energy, the thinking power, the thinking information to actually know there were even gods. If you didn't have like a local statue that you did go pray and make, I don't know, sacrifices, like giving them money or something like that. So you don't really, you need to have money and to be somewhat affluent to actually get to know gods and literature and something like that. I did say that right. Fuck. Can you imagine you need to be noble to actually have knowledge and books and stuff in like back when a lot of people were embracing each other to the nether world. What does it give you? Nothing? Wait. You can buy it with either? I thought. God damn. What's this? I want the castle. I need to go to buying. So I do think that the class disparity back then was slightly crazier than it is nowadays. So you couldn't really know anything if you didn't have enough money. And at one point, did you imagine it was so bad that the nobles were still wanting to be noble without adding new people to the ranks? That even if you did have money, or like a merchant or something with actually swinging heavy amounts of money, you would still not get knowledge. Ah, it was like, why I'm poor? Why I'm so poor? Then I realized I'm so poor for a reason. I was in the dark. I didn't play this. I did. What? Today was a good day. By Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Yeah, it's dark. What? Again, you should put context. I didn't? Oh, my bad. Who is that? I didn't see it. How did you see it though? We share the same screen if you look at my screen. Maybe you did see the glow. Nah, maybe I'm just stupid. Let's see. Did you remember? Well, my bad. I did kind of expect to be like up, so that's why I looked like both ways. I didn't expect to actually be down. But I guess I'm not really looking very closely at the miniature buildings because they do represent the current scenario, which is kind of very detailed and thoughtful. But what a brute like me, a Neanderthal, a caveman like me could ever appreciate about fine detail. Why was she there? Okay. Yes. I don't know if they will stick. I have some. I did brought some like sleeping masks. Well, sleeping masks. I have some googly eyes. I should put them on the mask. Wait, it'll look a bit too horror if I put more than one, like more than one set of two eyes. Like to have 13 eyes, like jumping around on the. I'm gonna see if they stick. But I do have a feeling they're gonna like the cheap, like sticking, like sticky ones, not the good one that with adhesive. I do think I'm gonna do another 10 pull. If I do have the money. But I probably will. Yeah, I will, I have it. What? I live for the for the 10 pull. What do you mean? Well, thank God. I'm actually not addicted to gambling. I did have a friend who was though, and let's just say I was to casino many one times, many one nights, many one mornings in the casino. Actually, like drinking beer and looking at this crazed motherfucker. Another one, another one, another one, another one. What was he saying? That was actually like brain addicted gambling. Go big or go home. Yeah, exactly. It's not hostile. They don't have dark patterns. That's the name of things like that force you to buy things or like have like slimy mechanics like force you out of they are named dark patterns. If they force you out of a like item or a certain event you need to pay, they are named dark patterns. The companies do this a lot. Like when they fuck you over by actually lowering the quality of something so this breaks, so you need to buy it more and more. That's a dark pattern that did was invented in 19 or 18 or something. In 19, when the first light bulb, I think it was the story, but I do think it was even before that. I mean, they did. Some people, I do imagine they did make low quality stuff, so it breaks all the time. So you need to buy more and more and more. And yeah, I did get implemented all over the world in all things. So even a broom now has probably a dark pattern that breaks, so you need to buy another one. Something ridiculous like that. Yeah, I've actually been in person when they done that. No, but and you cannot stop them. Let's just say that I was not like there like I was not egging him on to bet more and more. I was actually physically dragging him out of the casino, and then I don't know 10 minutes later when I would go home and call him, I would hear the casino music and other people, and I was like, what are you doing there? And bro was like, I need to get more. And I was like, fuck, I done my job. What else do I need to do? I don't know, to lock you to the door or something. Yeah, I was there when people actually lost houses. Well, not really. I don't. I did see some crash out, but not actually lost houses crash out. I couldn't know if they actually bet a house or something. No, it's the sank. Is the how do I say that correctly? Is the more money you put into gambling, they get you at first. I don't know how the fuck they know you're a beginner and they actually let you win some. And if you do come back, you want to win some more, they keep you in. And at one point, maybe you do realize that you spend too much. They get you the second hook, which is yeah, but that's the thing. You are cautious. You're a cautious, sound-minded human. When you do, imagine you don't feel like that. You feel a little bit drunk. You put in, I don't know, $10. You get like 1,000. Bam, easy money. Maybe you don't do that for another month, 2 months, a year or something. But again, you are low and you are only pay $5 and you put that. You win again. And now the next time you're gonna have more than $5. You'll do that again and again and again. But at one point you realize, what am I doing? Have I not lost enough? But then the second hook, which is yes, you lost enough. You need to play more so you win it all back. And there's probably 1,000 more hooks that I'm not saying that I don't know. Like how, well, I did also play some, I did also gamble. That's not, but I did the amount of gamble that I did, it's probably like, what, $100 maximum? Not even that, I think. I did gamble because I couldn't really stay there. It would like kick me out if I only stayed there and looked at the walls and waited for my friend to actually do. And I always was consuming like beers, beers, like and a lot of things. Yeah, mostly beers and alcohol. I did kind of hit back on alcohol, but I did exaggerate. Last time I did drink, and I was, let's just say, my motor function didn't function for well a few hours after I drank. Like, as I did drunk. No, a person is drunk and you did drink. Okay, I decided that right. And I need to ban a natty bot. And now I do think I have been clean of drinking for about 5 months or something like that. Not one drop of alcohol. I'm probably gonna drink in the future though. Yeah, that's how. But that's the thing. Also, my friend did win big. Like I don't know, percentage wise, about 4,000 something percent he got back. When I don't remember the numbers anymore. Very big amount of money. Get what he did in the next 24 hours. I want to slightly spit on his face. I was again sleep deprived in that time, and I did not sleep for 2 days. In those 2 days, I needed to get him a computer because she was kind of brain dead. He couldn't actually read some computer specs and actually make a setup. I did do that all for him in 8 something hours. Got him a desk, done all of that, and the next day they were like a pond, and all the money was back in the casino. So actual brain dead activity. And ooh, that's nice. Obviously, you're gonna lose the rest. I don't know how I won. I did took the first time I did gamble, I did won like some money, and then I didn't like gamble. I was like, ah, cool. And then I've, eh, I just stopped. I've never gambled again till this friend became slightly too too close to gambling. What? Gigantic Cordilla Elago. Nah, I can't say that. I need to replay this. What's this? You bring a knife to a magic fight, to a wand fight? Ah, so terrorists. Okay. I got another red flag on my head the moment I said that, especially with how the current world is. But I cannot not say it if they not put it in here. They allude to it. I'm curious, is there any arcane, like fever madness or something like that? If you do like intake too much of the arcane magic, can you like actually go mad? I would expect something like cliche like that to be here. Cordia elegonoides. A normal Tuesday? What do you mean? Every time I see things like this, I kind of pat myself on the back that I did choose to be a VTuber. It's way nicer to be a slightly weird person in a mostly weirder group. I'm on a low spectrum of weird VTubers, but if I did was in the normal pool of streamers, I would have been slightly higher ranked weird. And now that I'm in a pool of weird frogs like myself, um, I'm slightly less unique than the other more weirder frogs. But I did see kind of some actually insane people VTubing. Like actual I'm making the speed face every time I think about it. Like actual mental facilities insane. But anyway, I mean, you do take the bad with the good and the good with the bad. Yeah, I mean, if they were for my order, they would be like transported in droves there. I forgot who, but I kind of how to say this. Even if taking something out of context looks bad, it does have a certain limit, right? It can look at certain amount of bad. I did see some cut out context like clips and then actually got to the channel and I'm like, can't be that bad, right? Then got to the channel, looked a bit at the live and be like, is that bad? And left. Wipe my memory of that incident. That did happen kind of like a couple of times and I'm like, I'm pretend that I do not have those memories and I forgot them. So I'm now clean the soul. I have a pure soul. Yeah, actually deranged persons. Well, obviously, the standard to nowadays of someone to go into mental facilities is actually not insane. There are a lot of free insane people out there. You can go on Twitter and see draws of them, but it's actually like dangerously insane. Like you do insane things that put other people in danger. Then when you're going to get mental facilities and get locked up, but you can still be insane today. And like if you behave insane to yourself and leave other people alone, you can be okay, somewhat okay. That depends if you have a stronger country, like limit on that. Yeah, like I said, I am slightly weird. If I was like in the normal streamer pool, I would be above the average weird. But now I am the VTuber pool. I can consider myself the small guy. I am in the lower ranks. I'm the bronze of the VTuber, like mental mental assignment list. Yeah, I mean, obviously there is a dark side of to VTubing. You hopefully did see a lot of Well, hopefully you didn't. No, I say like that. Hopefully you didn't see a lot of bullshit like that. It does scare you. You get jaded after you see like the 13 fucked up shit that happened to a VTuber or VTuber did someone else, and you're like, it is what it is, which is not a good mindset to have. That's actually what this whole bullshit propaganda with, I don't know, bombarding you with horrendous things on the internet, off internet, so you get jaded, so you don't care if something even more horrendous happen next time. So you should care. But at the same time, care it does hurt you if you do care enough, hard enough, intensive enough. So I don't know, maybe do what you will. I did yap a lot for very little information. That did whiplash me a bit. A racist thought crept sailing through her blonde-haired, beautiful head like a cunning centipede. So, blonde. Okay. No, she's also blonde, so I can't say that. No, I don't know. I don't really care though. Obviously, nothing bad will happen. There's not a PvP server where I'm at. It's not like other place in the world. I'm not gonna mention them. Thank you. It's because of chicken. It auto-modded chicken. I I have no idea why I need auto-mod chicken. It's either chicken or you chicken. I don't remember. I do think it was only chicken. Maybe a new slur with something chicken. That's probably it. If someone did, but I do think the auto mode does work on a base that if someone does report a certain word many times enough, it takes the context of that, and if you try to repeat it, it'll get auto modded instantly. So maybe I don't know, in some dark corner of Twitch, someone did paste you fucking chicken 300 times, and someone was like fuck you and reported them 200 times, and now auto mod will report the moment you say chicken. Wait, let me copy your message and paste it back. Will I also get auto modded? Probably not, right? Yeah, you don't get auto modded. Huh. Well, obviously because I am a mod, but I did think it would just hold it. Wait, does auto mod think that everything I say it's not gonna be problematic? Wait, maybe I did allow it, so maybe it did work. Wait, is it permanent work? Meaning that I do allow a word is gonna be like no a message is gonna permanently allow that message. That could be dangerous. Wait, it did? No, no, I need to go on my stream. That's actually did censored. I don't see it. Wait, do you have the maybe you do have the setting on the chat with like swears or something? I forgot it. I don't know how it's if it's on PC or you're on phone. You need to unactivate, get down the setting which says that bad words or profane words or something like that. That is it that bad? Why do you have it on? I don't think they differentiate much between bad words and write down bad words. They're gonna censor all bad words, parentheses. No, but That's what I was saying. Do you actually encounter them? I don't think I ever see someone like go wild in chat and not get instantly banned. Huh, he didn't get me to auto mod that. Say you chicken. I can't say it because it will let me because I am the mod. Say you chicken. No way. He did get auto mod that again. Wait, bullying? No way. Auto mod held a message for reasoning bullying. Allow posted for chat. No fucking way. It's for bullying, you chicken. I'm kind of speechless. He did also automod that. No. I guess calling people a coward is a no. No, the coward part is automoded. Then you chicken. No fucking way. Wait, I'm going back in a minute. I'm back, back again. Shade is back. Tell a friend. No, that's actually weird though. What do you mean coward is a auto-modded? And I don't have it on the, by the way, I don't have it on the highest, like, severity thing. It's on 2 or 1, I think. I don't want to get, well, that's the point though. I don't want to auto get auto-modded everything, only the, like, things that could get me banned if they were too heavily used in chat. So what's happening? Did they bump the sensitivity on the auto mod like crazily? Maybe. What do you mean a wee bit frisky? That's a coward. A definition of something. It's not a bad word, a coward. That's the state of someone can be in if they don't do or do something, like a thing that can happen in new chicken. I mean new chicken. It's an insult or bullying. Nah, that's crazy. Nah, it's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So I don't understand if I put auto mode at maximum, what are you going to auto mode for saying you are such an A? I don't know, such an A. And then if it turns out it's gonna actually, let me actually look to see what level it is on. Why would I need to comment on that? Like I said, I would like imperial evidence before making any serious accusation, chatter. Please hold your tongue, because many troubles start from the tongue. Post chat, scroll only. Hmm. Hmm. Do I not have it? I don't want to turn shield on. It's gonna kick you. I kind of don't understand what you're yapping about. You should first take that like an investigator. Never make assumption. Always have clear points written down in your mind. And the final of the whole investigation, you should make an assumption. That's gonna bias is gonna poison all your true facts. So you should always make unbiased, non-assumptions. Let's see. The fire is always there. Okay. Bias is a kind of crazy thing that, I guess, it does help humans a lot, especially people that do not care for it. No, but bias is such a weird thing in my mind. It's something that actually like changes your cognition. That I can say yes, you are correct. I did vodka like water a couple of times, and I say I like winter. Yeah, that should be fine. You are correct. I'm proud Balkanian. Let's see. How much is bro going to Yap? I did want to do this and that temple, then hop on my Oshis. Is she? Wait, I just now realized it made me like a person in the game with my nationality. Now that you bring that up. Well, he is yapping, but it'd be nice if he was like actually like a full line of yap, uncontinued. Or if you can do that. Me too. What do you mean? Brazil yapping. You're trying to be cheeky. It's not working. Complete. Yeah, bro did the app a lot. Let's do a temple. My god. I'm gonna do the banner with the 6-star guaranteed. Yeah, it did kind of get over my 3 hours. And it's nice that, yes, it does seem training. Again, it's kind of crazy. I need to train to be a VTuber. It does seem to be training does get my back doesn't hurt, which is wonderful. That means I can strip way longer. I did yesterday very intense back exercises, so maybe that helps. I should also do them today. Let's see. You 9. And we'll borrow one of yours. What is you? We'll borrow one of yours. Thank you. Nah. Go back. You. Let's see. And I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm fucked. I got scammed again. I know I knew. They're scamming me. Anyway. Well, I guess I do have another 10 point I'm gonna get whoever I picked at the start of the game. Indeed, very sad. Ooh, what do you mean? What is that Twitch emote? Damn, there are so many. The Illuminati. Those that have been illuminated. It's probably Cap, I don't know what Illuminati stands for. That's probably a Greek or Latin one that describes it. Or that's the loot. I'm gonna get off. I wish you a good night. I do hope you did have a good day. Continue having good days, and yours truly. I'll wait for you to say. Bye bye. I don't think I'm gonna do a raid. Only two of us. A two-man. I'm gonna end stream. It's night where I am. Another piece of information for your investigation. So, bye bye. Yeah, you know.